Welcome back, folks. This is the second game of our tournament this week. We just had a riveting game between Team Sloth and Team Good Game GG. Team Good Game won, pulling ahead, and they will proceed to round 2 of the tournament. Who are we looking at for this next match? Which teams are up? Team Cat and Peasy. Is she here? Alright. Oh yeah, we got a Xerath ban coming out. Kind of an odd choice of ban. I think it might be targeted. Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I was AFK for just a minute now. I am back, however. We do see some pretty standard bans coming out. They don't want poke, obviously, especially from the Xerath and from the Jace.
Definitely not.
However, both teams are able to pick up global champions, which is usually what you want to ban in this game. And they're picking up the Thresh too. It's like every... So far, blue team is looking like every team's worst nightmare. With the Shen and Thresh and the Ezreal. Whew.
Well, I do think that is a good choice. If one team picks Shen, you definitely want to answer with a Twisted Fate if he's not banned. Just for that global presence. I think that the two might counterbalance each other out. TF would be a little bit more useful, obviously, towards the late game, of course. But Shen has a truly dominating mid-game and lane phase, unless they're putting him in the jungle. So we're just going to have to see where he ends up. But as you said, that Thresh-Ezreal combo, just having a Thresh on your team is just so devastating. And we've also...
they broke my heart.
How so?
I did see the Lulu pick being hovered over, and they went with the Taric instead, and Lulu is, like, me. Like, Lulu is my champion. Like, if I could be one League of Legends character for the rest of my life and it be widely accepted by the universe, I would be Lulu.
Well, Taric's not bad either. He combos well with a character like Tristana. Tristana really needs someone with level 2 crowd control so that she can unload with her rocket jump and her E ability, deal lots of damage at level 2 and hopefully score a kill. Classic lane, of course, being Tristana Alistair, but Taric works good too.
Actually, no, from playing Lulu's, I mean, with Tristana in particular, I mean, Taric does have a stun and a heal, but Lulu has just so much more to offer to someone who needs to burst as much as Tristana does. She does have that ult knockup, which for the first 3 auto attacks out of it, for whoever it's granted on, slows on top of the knockup. I mean, how OP is that?
I'm gonna go with pretty damn. And it looks like we will not be having Heimerdinger and Zac. It's instead going to be the more traditional Nidalee Nasus.
No, we have Kennen.
Indeed.
And we have the Sejuani pick coming out, so team fights are going to look interesting for Tristana on purple team.
Indeed. No Heimer for us.
No Heimer, sadly.
The Donger will not be unleashed in this game.
Again, we always see a team where one team is less CC oriented than the other, and right now, a purple team does have that CC. They have the TF, who has both a stun and a slow and the global ult. We do have the Sejuani ults, we do have the Taric stun, we have the Tristana knockback, and as soon as Rumble that rallies, he's gonna have that slow on that ultimate, which is now AoE, which is just gonna wreck fight. So I think blue team is just gonna have to learn how to disengage and re-engage on top of it.
Would you say we have stuns of damage?
I would say that.
Indeed. I think that, some of these names look familiar. I think we've seen Cat8 in this tournament before. They are indeed veterans. I remember Masaju and Zve and LeBron, both of his split personalities. Obviously, referring to LeBron the Nidalee and LeBron the Cougar. So he only plays champions like Elise and who else turns into something? I don't know. Jace!
I mean, if you're going to call his item LeBron.
He roleplays his hammer LeBron and his I don't know, crossbow, technically? I don't know. Shooty thing, also named LeBron.
Cannon.
Unless it's on a ship. Cannon's on a ship, it becomes a gun. It's no longer a cannon. Indeed.
I'm actually surprised we didn't see that Zac pick that they were hovering over, because that would have been in my favor, because right now the most they have for CC is a Shen Taunt, and Kennen, and the Thresh. And they could have done a lot more with the Zac pick, in my opinion. I would have loved to see that.
I don't know. I do think that they're playing a different game. They have the poke with little Kennen stars, Nidalee spears, and Ezreal Qs. They can definitely play a good poke game. Thresh can grab someone. They have a lot of crowd control. They're going to have to save that Shen taunt for counter initiation, I believe. So when someone goes in, Shen can just taunt them, and the rest of the team can collapse. But the true strength of Cat8's team, I believe, is going to be on the split push. You've got Nidalee, who is and Shen, who are both pretty much split pushing gods. Like wherever a team fight breaks out, the rest of them can just kind of hold the fort while Nidalee or Shen breaks off and pushes a turret. They're just always going to be pushing. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was is Cat? I think the team names just changed. Which team is on the right? Which team is on the left?
PZ Gaming is is blue team currently, which is the Shen team, and then Cat8 is on the right.
Got it. Okay. I think it was switched before.
We want to keep the names slightly G-rated in this tournament. So that's right. What happened.
Got it. Well, we got Cat8. They're going to be kind of playing more of a hunker down and fight team. Those big ultimates, Rumble's ultimate, Sejuani's ultimate, that's going to be their angle.
And we have skins. We have Arctic Optics Kennen. We have Leopard Millie, Nottingham Ezreal, which is actually my favorite Ezreal skin. We have Little Pirate Rumble, Riot Girl Tristana, Bloodstone Taric, which isn't a skin to me because there's only one Taric skin, and we all know that's Pink Boots Taric.
Yep. Bloodstone Taric is pretty edgy. Almost as edgy as the new champion. Almost as edgy as a triangle.
Or a circle. A troll.
So
no,
did
actually,
Nidalee have to kill her fellow cat to
that's
get
something
her
I always
leopard
wondered
outfit?
about. Maybe she had a twin sister that she killed for that outfit.
Yeah. The cats do practice cannibalism.
That's pretty weird stuff.
Yeah, I totally do.
Never tried it myself.
I can't say I have either. Kennen obviously picked the wrong skin because, as we all know, Swamp Thing Kennen is the best. Actually, no, I'm not even going to try to sell that. It's pretty much the worst skin, let alone the worst recolor.
I just love Ken because he's so adorable, and I love ninjas.
He's a little tiny ninja. And as Twisted Fate continues to load to the game on his TI-83 toaster, we'll be beginning this game soon, I hope.
He should be coming in any second now. I'm gonna, in my head, hold that second for an hour.
I do rather like that Nottingham Ezreal skin. It's because everyone either owns like the Pulsefire Ezreal or Frosted Tips Ezreal.
And we are in fact in.
Finally in the game. Looks like Shen will be jungling. And I don't know, like personally, I don't like jungle Shen. I think he's slow, and I think Shen's real strength is in lane because he's such a bully. And he's an immovable object. He's difficult to gank. He wins lane. So putting him in the jungle is kind of like, I don't know, you're wasting his talents. But I digress.
I feel that way as well, but I mean, in terms of because of the global, I feel like he doesn't lose as much as if he were to have to leave his lane to, say, help a bottom lane gank from leaving top lane instead of like leaving from, say, red buff.
And to all our viewers, pay attention right now, because if you want to invade an enemy's blue, this is the way to do it. You come over here to this bush where Team Cat8 is currently camping. And you go in once the blue's about to spawn, because you have a much less chance of being seen as opposed to coming around from just the general mid lane area. What's our blue team's name again? PZ?
Yeah, they are PZ Gaming right now. They have other they
Oh.
Ooh.
Zosk forced to flash away as he was currently spazzing out doing a little dance. And almost got caught by 5 people. But it looks like Cat8 is going to just leave after seeing that no one's there because Shen is starting red. Kind of a delay for their own jungler. It's going to be a little difficult to get that Sejuani going now. TF is just going to head back to lane because he does not want to miss out on CS against that Nidalee. Oh, no he's not. He's going to help out his jungler like a good guy.
He puts on the gold card. In my opinion, it does a little more... the different cards do different amounts of damage, so I feel like doing more damage and getting mana back in return would have been a better choice to at least help Sejuani a little bit faster. 2 seconds in a jungle time count.
At the same time, though, the gold card, the stun allows you to just kind of preserve a little bit more of Sejuani's health by stunning the monster. But it's all good.
This is true. We already see wards going out very, very well for both teams, actually. More so on the blue side, more so wards on the blue side. And the Nidalee is going to have a slightly easier time because she is going to have those traps in her bushes, which is just going to be very, very nice for when ganks start to try to come off mid, because mid's going to have to be focused hard, because Nidalee does have the ability to just poke down with those spears.
That's true. And I can personally tell you, I'm a big TF player. I hate playing against Nidalee, because once she hits level 6, she actually gets a new ability, and you really don't. It's kind of like, you know, Destiny Gate's a great ability, but it's not like something you can use in a duel, so TF's going to have to make the best of his time before Nidalee can turn into a cat.
That being said, so far we had Kennen pushing really, really well upon the Rumble, all the way back to his tower, letting off a pretty fair amount of damage onto him just to shove him back.
Yeah, that's It's one of the things Kennen is great at. His little ranged poke from that Razor Shuriken can take people down. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Thundering Shuriken. I think Zed's is the Razor version. But Rumble is kind of getting bullied hard by Kennen, as you said. I don't see that too often.
I mean, usually, unless you're heavy CC, we do have Sejuani coming in for a gank.
Yeah, CC Jones is going in onto Zosk here. That crowd control allowing T. Jones to just flame spitter him down. He will drop to the Ignite as Rumble picks up first blood.
And just about almost hitting the danger zone there as well.
Yeah, just shy of it. I saw that. And that's another thing. I think that Rumble kind of made the mistake here. He has a cloth armor against a Kennen to begin with. Even though, Kennen is starting with, the common like Kennen top thing is to get 2 Doran's blades and then start building your AP from there, just so your auto attacks hit a little bit harder.
That being true, but we did see a few whiffed hooks coming out from Thresh, but they are able to push back.
Yeah.
As well. They do have that push.
Yeah, Ezreal's push is a little bit better than Tristana's right now, but as she gets some levels in on her explosive shot, I think she's going to be clearing those waves much faster than him. And Boy is getting grabbed by that Thresh, but it's under tower, and does manage to take a lot of damage from Zve. And that Thresh is just going to get scarier and scarier as the game goes on.
We did just see Shen trying to slightly bully the mid lane, pushing TF back to the tower, even though he had the minion advantage. Looking pretty scary, but just
another grab onto Boy. This could be it, but oh no. Pangosaurus goes in to save his teammate with a nice stun. Man, where is Cat8's jungler? Their bottom lane has been at tower for about 3 minutes now. Or not 3, but more like 2.5. They've just been playing a very aggressive push game.
I mean, to get that blue Ezreal started, which I think is where they're going to go with this, you do have to be very aggressive early laning phases. You can't sit there and be passive ever. That's why lane mates for supports such as Thresh and Blitzcrank and any heavy CC support just excel perfectly with him because he has so much poke and so much range on him.
Now, Masaju is hiding in the bush there. He gets the taunt off onto Pangosaurus. Was continued to be CC'd by a Thresh grab, but it does not look like they have enough to finish him off. If we take a look at the farm here, almost universally, all of the solo lanes are doing much better. And here comes Sejuani as I have to break off that commentary. And I think that Zve and XL Backpack will be able to get out just fine. Here's Masaju back. He gets the stun off of the Thresh grab. And LeBron is on the scene here. CC Jones very low, but will retreat to the protection of the tower. Could we
Nidalee
see
is looking to spear.
Spear snipe will happen? Yes!
And she is going to pick it up.
LeBron with a clutch spear finishes off CC Jones. And this could be an early tower push from Team PZ here.
I do think that's what's going to happen, but the most we can hope for is that the CC team scales pretty late game.
Big action up top. Zosk pops his ultimate, and he goes hard onto T. Jones here. He flashes in response to T. Jones' flash, and the auto attack and the Shuriken will finish off T. Jones. I don't think
this is very well executed, in my opinion. He did, again, that Shannon, oh my god, ninjas. Shannon. That's scary thought. The Kennen ult is just really, really massive with his passive. He just sits there, throws three of his abilities at someone, and then just stuns. And it's so scary. And we are going to see a massive push for that top tower right now, and for the bot tower as well.
Yeah, that early tower push up on top here, that tower is going to go down. Maybe not before Rumble gets back to lane, but it's definitely going to go down soon. And that's going to allow Kennen to roam. And then it really will be the Shannon game.
It's gonna be my coin phrase every time I see a Shen Kennen ever.
I really like that.
So when we see a massive ult from Shen coming onto Kennen, I might scream that. Be warned.
Be completely appropriate. And up in mid here, Nidalee has a commanding CS lead, and she's just bullying the hell out of X69X mid slayer. I'm just gonna call him TF. I'm not gonna say all of that. She has a commanding lead over him.
Calling him 420 no scope 360 MLG.
420 blaze it. We all can't have names as cool as that.
Bot lane, we see some action coming down. We did just have the hook and the Frey come up onto Tristana, but she was able to jump away.
Yeah, PC Gaming is just in a position of such power right now. All of their lanes are winning, and they're winning hard. If it's not kills, all of their solo laners have about a 20 CS lead on their opponents. This is looking very dangerous for Team Cat8.
And again, we did see that the AP coming off onto Kennen now. He does have that needlessly large early, and that is going to be Rumble's demise. Down bot, we have some action going on.
The ultimate comes down, the Ezreal ult hits a bunch of people, but it's not enough to save Backpack. It's 4 people are now bot. Desperation move from Cat8, but it pays off as they kill that Thresh. LeBron is on the scene. CC Jones jukes the spear this time.
We did have an initiate with that Sejuani ult, which wasn't just able to follow through enough to be able to zone anyone out more than the Thresh. Which...
Oh my god, LeBron is not gonna quit. He's going hard onto that Sejuani. Sorry, you were saying.
Oh no, I don't even know where I was anymore. I kind of got caught up in that as soon as you mentioned it. I was like, oh... Yeah, no, they weren't able to effectively pick up enough on it. The entire team just wasn't with her ult, sadly. So it just wasn't enough to be able to do anything for an effective fight.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But Zosk is in trouble now. Oh wait, nope. It's CC Jones and T Jones in trouble here, as not even the Rumble ult manages to phase Zosk. He might go down though. Yes, he does. T Jones will pick up that kill, but not without coming dangerously low himself.
That was a 1-for-1, and what would have saved Sejuani is if she would not have used her ult bot when it wasn't needed, and would have had been a better execution onto Kennen.
Truly felt the might of Teemo's needlessly large rod. Cannons.
Because of Ezreal being such a bully in the lane, we do see him having a better CS than Tristana currently. 100 to Tristana's low 54, and he's already able to pick up a BF sword.
Yeah, that is rough. He's almost doubling up on that Tristana. And pretty much so is everybody else. Nidalee's at 96, TF's at 60. He's been forced to buy Doran's rings just to keep up. While Nidalee is going straight for items. She's going to be finishing that Athene's Unholy Grail soon. Anyway, we got Masaju bottom, and I think that this is going to be that turret push that we've been expecting bottom. CC Jones is also on the scene, ready to provide some CC for her team. And Masaju's going to spot her out at blue. We could be having a blue contention here from Team PZ.
Thresh is missing that hook, which would have gotten them a kill almost perfectly. Top lane,
T-Jones going hard onto Zosk, but it's not going to be enough as he's forced to retreat. Pengasaurus eating a Nidalee spear, and it is going to be a blue steal from Team PZ. That Destiny Gate goes down. The stun from Sejuani goes down, but it's only going to be a slow. Pengasaurus goes down to Masaju. The Thresh ult comes down. Boy is massive trouble as she gets pulled in by the Thresh. The spear goes down, takes her to nothing, but she manages to survive.
We do see that Nidalee looking very, very hungry for the blood of a Yordle and might be going for that Tristana, but doesn't. And instead they are going to pick up a dragon, which is only going to benefit them more. That Ezreal is going to be able to pick up a nice, juicy item.
Yes, he will. And up top, Zoc has managed to push in Rumble's turret, and he will continue to push as he presses his lane advantage. I really think that Team Cat8 is on the back foot here. The gold gap is already at about 4K at 14 minutes, 30 seconds, which is pretty damn significant. Ezreal is still double up on Boy's farm as CC Jones secures her own red buff. And it looks like LeBron and LeBron is... Both of them are picking up that mid turret right now. TF has finally got a needlessly large rod, but it might be too little too late.
I think it is too little too late. He could have excelled from building better AP earlier and being able to possibly just shut down the Nidalee, but he did not have enough help mid lane, and she was just able to push him out and just bully as soon as she did hit that 6, sadly.
Very true. And as from the chat here, NBK Hannibal brings out a good point that Sejuani is actually being out-CS'd in the jungle by Shen, which is pretty ridiculous, as he says. And you know, the TF pick could have been effective, I think, but the strength of TF... Oh, we got action. I'll come back to that later. Rumble goes down to onto Zos, but he gets ulted by Shen instead. Master Ju is now in trouble as he's getting gone in on by the rest of the enemy team. That gold card will stun him under tower, and he's going to take that last bit of damage. 5 people top as Cat8's base is almost entirely exposed. They're going to trade a first-tier tower for their second-tier bottom tower, and Nidalee is just poking him down with spears. She's gonna hold him there for as long as she can, so that Zve and Backpack can just continue to push. This is not the kind of trade that you want to make at this point in the game. CC Jones is doing her best to just protect that tower a little bit. And as you said, I think we are going to be seeing that blue build Ezreal. He has purchased that tier and he's farming it up right now. And LeBron is just being scumbag Nidalee. Oh my god, almost kills Mid-Slayer. He's definitely in trouble, but I think he will escape with a sliver of health.
And because of that last push, just putting everyone from Cat8 back into their base, they are going to be able to, what looks like, push this mid tower low as well, and I'm sensing a GG pretty soon.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Cat8. Just the tower push gain has been so strong from Team PZ. The cannon ult goes down, stunning CC Jones. There's the thresh ult, keeping everyone stuck further. TF is ulting into his own death, I think, as he comes in gates and takes a lot of damage from Zve and everyone else. The Zosk Lightning Rush and Electrical Surge will finish off that TF. And Nidalee finally comes out of her reverie and she feels compelled to actually join her team for once.
I mean, they have PZ has such a good push ability compared to Cat8 right now. That Kennen just with that mobility and the Nidalee with the poke is just enough to make any man cry.
That's true. Because I am crying.
What we needed to see is the Sejuani build a little. I don't want to say a little bit better, but she did rush. She did rush tier 3 boots, which I feel like could have been more room for, say, items to help her tank for her team, which she needs to do and she's not able to do. compared to Shen, who already has an Aegis and Magic Resist.
Yeah. Well, the tier 3 boots do help when you're being sieged this hard. I think that it's kind of necessary just to get that home bar. But she does go in onto Zoskbriar with that ultimate initiating, and Zosk will go down to T-Jones before Shen has the opportunity to stand united with him. There will be no Shannon in this game, unfortunately.
We did have a slight Shannon top once.
We did. Almost happened. But
a little bit too late. Shen's ult came right at the very, very end of Kennan's life.
But even though both teams are even on kills, the tower score and the creep score tell us an entirely different story.
TF is going to get poked. That's the most you can say about an Italy, is that just the poke. It is so scary. Because you never know when you're going to be hit for half your health.
You really have to get good at dodging spears. And the TF ult will go down. Who is he going to go in on? He's going for Sve. A fail flash goes down, and Sve is in trouble here. I think he still has his arcane shift. He's going to ult as a last-ditch effort and barely survive. But here's Zosk on the team. He's going to avenge his teammate. T-Jones is dropping really low. CC Jones will go down. There's the box, but no one's in the box. LeBron will finish off TF as Pengasaurus, T-Jones, and everyone else has to retreat. Rumble will go down to Nidalee, and now Zosk will pick up Pengasaurus. It is Tristana against the world, and I don't think she's up for the challenge.
I don't think she is either, especially with what looks like PZ Gaming going after this Baron with only 3 members. Kenan is going to come in 4/4, and let's see if they can pick this up.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Team Cat8, unfortunately. This is going to be a 21-minute Baron, I think. But they're taking a lot of damage from Baron. They might not be able to do it.
I mean, we do have mid heals, which is going to help them a lot. And a lot. She does have cooldown on it as well. They are able to pick it up.
Yeah, they will take it. That early Baron is just such a big advantage. It's absolutely huge. It's one of the the gold value of that early Baron is pretty much astronomical compared to the items that you'd normally have at this point in the game.
And we do see the first full blue item coming out on Ezreal as well.
Yeah, he's picked up that early Mana Mune, which will help him farm up those Tear of the Goddess stacks a little bit better now that his auto attacks trigger them as well. I do like that Nidalee also didn't go the route of a Tear of the Goddess because she knew that she had to be effective pretty much now. It's not good to have 2 of your team members, unless one of them is Rise, build Tear of the Goddess. Because it kind of sets you back. You have more dominating late game, but you have a less dominating early game, I think.
That is very... again, I agree with that, but... yeah, we just needed Nidalee to realize that she needed the damage more than she needed the mana, and just went with it. She also has a nice magic resist, so TF just wouldn't have been able to do enough damage.
Yeah. And Athene's is good too for mana regen. It's a great item. And Nidalee can make great use of that as well. So we have the siege game going on here. It's just going to be poking down that tower and poking down the other team.
That tower is going to go down.
Massachu. Oh, it's Shannon time! As we do have the box
Shannon, we do have the box coming out, and we do have Ezreal picking up a nice little chunk of diamonds and gems.
This is true. And that inhibitor will go down, and it might turn this into tower turrets as well. Yeah, this could be the GG push here. Mid-Slayer will get pulled and exploded.
He had a cannon bot dropped on him.
And yeah, I think that they're going right for the Nexus right now, as the rest of Cat8 respawns. CC Jones is going hard onto Sve, but oh my god, look at that shield from the Stand United and the barrier. It's almost like fighting two Ezreals.
We did see Shen just pick up that kill on Sejuani as well from that Stand United coming in with that taunt and was just overpowered. And this is the Nexus right now. They haven't had to back.
Yeah, at this point it's just desperation from Cat8. They're only delaying the inevitable. The gold lead for Team PZ is above 10k at 24 minutes. This is almost insurmountable to come back from. They have several completed items on more than one of their champions, and it's just going to be almost impossible for Team Cat8 to come back from this.
Coming out and not even touching anybody, not even a little bit, and not even just the tip.
Not at all. Yeah, the theme of this game is just Team PZ doubling up on everything. Kills, gold, CS.
And those Nidalee heals are just so strong. We saw Thresh almost die, and Nidalee was just like, here, have a little bit of health. And brought him back almost from the dead again.
And we might have Shen in time again, but Tristana will blast him backwards. Bitslayer taking a lot of damage and then getting grabbed as he goes down again. And all they want to do is just kill the tower, but Cat8 just fighting tooth and nail to the bitter, bitter end.
Drill is going to be able to pick up that last kill with his ultimate and then the GG.
Very good game. Well played from both teams. I really admire the determination and effort from Team Cat8, fighting right down to the last man, to the bitter end. But well played overall. Very exciting game to see. We have a returning Team PZ there, showing that they are indeed veterans of this tournament, and they will be climbing the ladder to try and contest for the championship. Anyway, we thank Team Cat8 for making a very strong showing, and we hope that they return next week for even more LoL Tourneys shenanigans. It's all about...
I'm gonna go ahead and totally say that Nidalee, her spears were just on cue, and she just was out for blood. I mean, when you kill your twin for their skin to wear, yeah, I mean, you have to be out for blood.
Maybe that's the other LeBron. Yeah. Because he's wearing one. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I call that Nidalee. Her again, spears were just spot on. They were like heat-seeking missiles, and I've only seen at least 2 or 3 of them miss. She missed the first spear that she threw, and then after that, everything was like target acquired and kill.
Maybe they weren't heat-seeking missiles so much as the enemy team were spear-seeking people.
True. Okay, so for the people in the chat who are currently watching, we do have a RP giveaway. We have there are 2 chances to win. For the chance to win on Instagram, you gotta click the RP photo posted on the LoL Tourneys Instagram, which you guys should follow. You gotta make sure to follow them as well. Take a picture of you watching our stream currently and upload it to, well, it's right there, but guys, come on, do it. Who doesn't love free RP?
That baby in the commercials with Jimmy Fallon? Probably not.
Maybe. Oh yeah, I know this. Oh gosh. No, but I think even that baby would love RP. I don't like a lot of stuff, but I like RP.
It's Life cereal.
Yeah, true. I like Life cereal. Life cereal's good. A little bit of sugar on it, that stuff is delicious.
It's not just a little bit of sugar on it.
This is the don't eat healthy with Sasha moment. just dump sugar on your cereal, guys. It'll be better, trust me.
Yeah.
And we will actually be back in a little bit. We we'll still be here. We're going to be here all day shoutcasting. There are going to be different casters between us. We have a few people. And we are currently waiting on a new team. So everyone, hold on to your jimmies, and we will be back a bit.
Minor